Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farm Manager 2018. We have got a load of greenhouses here that we need to do a load of work with, and it is just now coming to spring, so we need to start getting some plows going out in the fields and preparing new ground. So one of the first fields that we're going to plow is this one right here, and go to machines. And Ellis Burke is going to get to work on that field there. Then we're going to come over here, and we've got the cherry orchard that we're going to be building over here. And we're going to go there, and we're going to autofill, and Madison Shepherd is going to get to work on that field right there. So that one will be turned into a cherry orchard so that we can have frozen cherries and juiced cherries as well. So we got plenty of cherries coming through. Then this field right here, we're going to go ploughing, and we're going to autofill with some of our temporary staff. They're going to get to work on that one there, and this one also needs to be ploughed. We've got dead colza in there. Autofill that one, accept, and this one here, we will do the same. Yes, autofill. And I got two tractor drivers there, which I don't want. So what we will do is we will go back to our houses, and we're going to take off the permanent staff. Actually, let's just look at permanent staff a minute. Now, I have been advised that it's really... Oh, I'm going to hire that person, because we are going to want more people doing processing. So we'll just... if we see any like that, we'll hire them. I've been advised that the beekeeping, it really makes no difference if we've got the extra strength thing, so we don't actually need to worry about that. But what I will do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to take any 4s and 5s. We're not going to worry about just getting 5s, because it just takes far too long to go through and do it. And we want to get on with things. We've got work that we want to get on with. There's a tractor driver there. We may be glad of a new tractor driver fairly soon. We're not going to worry about it yet. We could actually do with a new tractor soon. Yes, let's just let's autofill that one a minute. There we go. Yeah, we might be glad of a new tractor so that we can mechanize some of the work that is done over in the orchard over here. Got it on pause, so let's unpause it a minute. We've just got it on normal play speed, and I'm going to leave it on normal play speed for a minute so that we can keep going. There we go. We've got too low temperature. Right, that's fine. Now, do I have any more perfect employees for production? We don't at the moment. And I'll probably change any production staff that we've got. We will sort of try and change over eventually to both the strength and the production in order to make sure that we get the absolute maximum that we can out of all of them. And we're also going to be looking at expanding a bit more. Now, we've got slaughterhouses here, or a small slaughterhouse. We're going to want that one to be a bigger slaughterhouse, and the big slaughterhouse we'll build over here. But we're going to want a bigger dairy as well, and that's going to mean that we're going to want big... All of this we've got to upgrade all of it. The whole lot is going to be upgraded. So it is going to take quite a bit of time in order to do all of this. How long exactly, I'm not sure. We will just sort of have to wait and see, I think. Now, this field over here, we've just got soil moisture that we've got to worry about, and this one here is, again, soil moisture. What I'm going to do is what I was advised, in that if we go for spraying, and we spray anti-weed, insects, and fungus on the 3 fields here, on these 2 fields here, we do all of them, and then we don't have to worry about it. If we do that, so I've done that one there with the first one, I'm going to do this one as well. Choose anti-weed on their machine. I don't have the machine. Oh, I can't do it. Yeah, we've only got 1 sprayer. So a new sprayer would be a good idea. I'm going to get a tractor ploughing on this field here. This was the cucumbers. Yes, destroy that one. Machine, autofill. There we go. So we've got 3 fields being ploughed right now. That's good. We still got another tractor, so I want another sprayer. It's going to be our next thing to buy, I think. What have I got in here? Slurry tank. Oh, there was a plough in there. We go with this one right here, and I'm going to get a sprayer in there. So if I go into this one, and we go to soils and plant sprayers and watering. That one, orchard sprayer right there, we may be glad of this at some point. We're going to need that orchard tractor there in order to use it. But no, at the moment we're going to go for a sprayer here. If I go to used as well, we got a used sprayer? No, we don't. We do have a bad condition orchard sprayer, which is quite a bit cheaper. But no, we'll get that one there. So I'll buy that one. And that one's going to go into parking 11 like that. So we won't get any more for a minute. And then we can start the next field being done. I've got ploughing being done over here. Is it still too cold to do? No, it's not too cold. There is snow on the ground, so you can't actually see the ploughing being done, but it seems to be working. And that one over there is ploughing as well. If you zoom right in, you can see it is actually working. It's just doing it in the snow. So we're ploughing in the snow at the moment, which is quite unusual for us. You know, we've never done any ploughing in the snow before, but I do like this. I do like that we're ploughing in the snow. That is, it's always good to get something new going on. It's always good to have variation. Now, oh, hang on. What was it? We what did that one? Tab. Yeah, you press tab, and then it shows everything that's happening. So you can sort of see what's going on with it. That one is ready to plant. So if I go to here and choose, and then I want raspberry canes in here, we have no... What? Why can't I plant raspberries in there? Strawberries, red peppers, pumpkins, tomatoes. I thought you could plant raspberries in the greenhouse. Well, that's no good. I've had it all planned out that I could plant raspberries in the greenhouse. Oh, this is terrible. No. I'm not... This isn't supposed to happen. Let's go down to raspberries a minute. There we go. Raspberry bushes. I'm supposed to plant these in the greenhouses. I am. I'm in storage 500 units. See, I've got them ready to go in the greenhouses. And apparently we can't have them. Sowing is strawberries, pumpkins, cucumbers. See, all that is like profit stuff. And tomato. Strawberries and tomatoes. That is it. Strawberries, tomatoes, strawberries, tomatoes, strawberries, tomatoes. There is no raspberries in the greenhouse. This is an absolute disaster as far as I'm concerned. Right, so well, what we're going to have to do is I'm going to sort of mix it up a bit. We're going to put some tomatoes in there. So if I go there like that for a minute and I go tomatoes, I need 62 for that one. So for 6 of them rather, I'm going to need 370. So let's go to here and we would go to buy, and then we go all the way down to, where's the tomatoes? Were they at the top? They were at the top. No, they weren't. That was apple trees. There's the tomatoes. Right, I want 370 of these. 370, there. And buy. Right, we've got 370 tomato seedlings on their way. And then we've got more of strawberry. I'm going to do all the rest of these as strawberries, I think. That one, I need another 160. So I'm gonna just order 500. No, another 100. I don't know how many we need for strawberries. We need lots for strawberries. So let's go down to the strawberry seedlings and let's just order in 12,000 in storage. Let's order in 1,000. There we go. 878. It doesn't actually cost that much money. So we're ordering 1,000 of those, and then we should be able to go. Right, the sprayer is ready, so I can get that one. And we go here, choose anti-weed, machine. No, machines. What? There, machines, right. And autofill that one, right. Allegra is going to go with the second sprayer working on there, and this one is busy working. So we'll get these fields here completely sprayed, and I'm hoping that is going to help us a great deal. We got these 2 fields over here, they're busy being worked on. This one here, we got 18 people here, I've got 2 people here. Let's get some more people living here a minute, shall we? We want, have we got any more production staff? We're slowly going to take those on. I know it's going to cost us, and we're going to have them like sitting around doing nothing for a while. However, I do feel that is a small price to pay in order to get the right employees, so then we're not spending ages looking for them later on when we absolutely desperately need them. So let's just go through very quick. There's a 5 of 5 right there. Any more? There's a 4 out of 5 there. That is it for a moment. Let's get rid of that. We will just come down through here and we will see if the greenhouses... If I move off to the side, I can do it quicker if I do it like this. There. Right, that one we need to fertilize, so we will do that one a minute. There we... Autofill. I am getting it is a little bit laggy here today, but that's I think that's the number of people that we've got. So I need to zoom out a little bit, and that does help. And then we go to here. We're also, you've got to remember that we're now doing a whole load of jobs at once, and that's not going to help the situation very much. And that one, brilliant. And then this one here. Oh, this one needs to be cultivated. yeah, so some of the ones at the bottom, we haven't really done very much to them at all, so we're going to need to go through cultivate and fertilize and do everything else that needs to be done to them, and then we'll be able to get them planted afterwards. Cultivate, that one. Autofill, there. And then the last one here, that one needs to be cultivated. At least they've all been ploughed. We have at least started on some of them. And then we go back up to here, and this one, have we got our plants here? We've got strawberries and we've got tomatoes. So we're going to do, actually I'm going to do that line as strawberries, and then the bottom line, so we've got top and bottom lines as tomatoes, and then strawberries all in the middle. So I'll do strawberries in there. Autofill that one. They're going to use 177 units in there, so I will go to this one, and I will also put in some strawberries. Ooh. We've got Elizabeth Gibson there, who's the last person. So this is all of our temporary staff being used at the moment. We've just got to wait for them to do a few jobs, to do a little bit of work. Let's speed things up a bit. This one here, oh, it's got 6 days left. Animals ready for breeding. We don't need to worry about that. So we've got 6 days left on some of that. This one is actually almost done. And then it's... Look at it! Look at these lag spikes! And it's not my PC today. I know that sometimes my PC does act a little bit funny. Today it's not actually the PC at all. It's all is good. All is well with the world as far as my PC is concerned. At least it was before I started this game. It's the game. Look at it. It's really struggling with this, and I'm not quite sure. I wonder if it's because of just how many people that I've got working down there, but I don't know. I'm not really sure what's doing it. Let's go up here a minute. Maybe if I like hide in the corner for a minute, it won't do anything. No, I don't really want to spend my time hiding in the corner. But this field is done. That one's finished, so I can go back to spraying that one, and we can get the next lot done. So we've done insects. Come out of there. That is sprayed against weeds. Choose. Oh, we've done anti-weed. Right, I need to do anti-insect. I think it moves them around. Okay, so we do anti-insect in that field there. Accept. That one sprayed against insects. This laggy jumpiness is quite ridiculous. Okay, I have a greenhouse of strawberries that can be harvested. Go to here, and then autofill, and start the harvest. The first of the greenhouses is ready to harvest. Right, I may have just had some bad interference in the background with the audio recording, and I don't think there was very much of it. It didn't look like there was loads of it, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Now, is it because I got tab up? No. Oh, maybe it was. No, it's still doing it. It's doing a bit, and then it's like catching and stopping, and it's doing it constantly. I really don't like this. This is not how it's supposed to be. And I don't think it's because of the greenhouses. I tried just switching the graphic settings right down, and that didn't make any difference to it at all. That's made no change. It may just be optimizations for the game. Look, now that the ploughing is finished, it stopped doing it. And I've sped things up again. So it's something to do with the ploughing. It didn't really like it. It was struggling to cope with the ploughing being done properly. Okay, so let me just move across over here. Now we've got that's planting in progress. This one here I want to get planted, so we're going to put some strawberries into here. Autofill, accept, and I'm going to do the same into this one. We're going to go there and strawberries and go for it. We want 2 more greenhouses of strawberries. Do we have enough seeds? That's tomatoes. No. I don't want tomatoes. I want strawberries. Strawberry seedlings, 177 units, autofill. There. So the last one, I do not have enough strawberries to fill this order. I need another 62 units. So we will order that 62 units there. These down here, that one's ready to plant tomatoes. So we go there, and 62 units, and it should do all of the tomatoes in there. And then this one here is still in... Oh, that's being cultivated. This one is done. I need to fertilize that one. So let me go to there and go. And then we can go to the next one. No, I've done cultivating in there. I need to go to fertilizing. And we'll go there again like that. Done. And then you need to be fertilized as well. There's a lot of fertilizer going into these greenhouses. The good thing about this is that we only seem to need to do it the once. And then once it's done, that's it. It seems to be all game over. Autofill there and done. Right. It was just this one here. They're still working on that one. Oop. I'm going to speed that up a little bit. Now, I've got a greenhouse. Looks like it's ready to harvest. There's some tomatoes there, so we will get those being harvested. Excellent. And it wasn't that one that I wanted done. It was that one. Oh, this one's now ready, so now I can get this one fertilized as well. So we can go into you and fill and go. Right, so let's just slow that down again. Now, I need to get some tractors out on these fields, but it seems like the tractors working in the fields was what was causing the bulk of the problem. It's now that the tractors have stopped doing the ploughing, it's not doing that constant laggy catchingness thing. So we'll see if it brings it back again. This one here has now been sprayed for twice. This one needs to be sprayed again. We've done weeds in that field, so we want to do insects in here. Machine, autofill, and Harvey is going to go to work in there. This one here, we've just got anti-insect to do, which we will do. Oh, no, anti-fungus. Anti-fungus needs to be done in there, so we'll go machines, autofill that one. Carl is going to come out and do that job. I've got this one is being cultivated, and I got this one being cultivated. So this field up here, we don't have 3 cultivators, we've only got 2, I think. We can start ploughing some of these other fields, I think. We'll get a plough going here. Yes, I'm quite sure I want to destroy. And then we go autofill like that. Allegra is going to get going on there. I'm not sure how many tractors I got left. I do want to get some staff on here. So let's cultivate that one. And I've got enough to go for that field. And then this field over here, do I have enough to get cultivators on there as well? I do. Excellent. And what about you? Have we got enough to fill this field? Have we? Well, Elizabeth can go and help. She may as well go and do something. She can earn her crust while she's here. And let's speed this up. Right, so we will see if it's anything to do, because I think it was the tractors ploughing. As soon as the tractors stopped ploughing, we stopped getting that lagginess that was turning up. And it's not going at the moment with the cultivator working. It did a bit to start with, but it's not at the moment. What's it going to do up here? Got a tractor ploughing there. That is actually causing it a little bit. So it would seem that tractors working in the fields cause some of these like slight laggy issues. But I mean, all you got to do is like once they've worked through, then it is not so much of a problem. Or at least that's what it seems. And we got to remember, we do have an obscene amount of people that work on this farm. We really do. We've got huge numbers of people here. So that would also come into it as well. So let's destroy the wheat. And I've got another plough that I can use. And I've got someone who can drive it as well. Alice Robson, you're about to go and do some ploughing. Congratulations. Cultivating over here is coming along really well. Oh, I know what we got. We got tomatoes, but I don't actually have the tomatoes being done yet. So I'm going to click that one there. 2,000 tomatoes harvested out of the greenhouse. There's quite a lot of tomatoes, really. 2,000 kilos of tomatoes. I got apples on there, so they spend half their time doing apples. I can just do that, and then it like takes all the apples that are there. This one here, take above. I haven't got it take above everything. I've just got take all the apples. So we're not actually using any apples elsewhere. Look. See, it's now going to the lagginess again. And I think it's something to do with these plows working. I think that's I think that is the main cause of the problem, is the plows. It's not anything else. Now, we had tomatoes harvested. 37 days left on that one. Okay, so they will keep going with 2,000 tomatoes in one go. That's pretty impressive. Right, so warehouse, we've got 2,000 tomatoes in here. And if we look into this one, they've got apples there. Now, I was told that this is the amount of time that they spend on each of these. So if they don't have that fruit in there, they don't actually do anything to it. So you kind of want to adjust it down. So like these here, the raspberries, we got no raspberries in here. So they'll be spending half their time working on raspberries, but they won't actually be doing the raspberries. If I do that, it's 50% of their time is on frozen strawberries. So now I've got it on 100%. So hopefully it'll stay on 100% on the strawberries. So I will go to this one, and they are going to work on strawberries. So that is 100%. This one over here, now I don't think I got any apples left anywhere. So if I take the apples off there for a minute, and we move that one up, they should then work on 100% on there. I'm not quite sure why it sort of works out like this. Seems like a slightly bizarre way to run it. That it's got to have... it's like separate bit, and if you don't have another one in there, it's going to spend all of its time working on it's going to spend half, if you don't have like the cherries in there and you've got them selected, they're going to spend half their time just sat there doing nothing. That does seem like a bit of a strange way to go about it. You'd think that there would be a slightly more efficient way of them doing things. I have some tomatoes here to harvest, so let's get those going. Just like that. 2,000 tomatoes each time. How quickly are we getting through these? We got 325 units of tomato juice already. I don't know how long that stuff keeps. We'll find out soon. I need to go through here. Right, tomatoes are being planted there. This one, we need to get some tomatoes being planted. So I'll go to that one and autofill. So yeah, we can definitely feel this lagginess that's going on, but at least we've kind of established that it's to do with the ploughing. And it only seems to be the ploughing, because the cultivating didn't cause it. So I'm hoping that once we've got the rest of our fields ploughed, we're not going to have this issue again. This is just going to sort of disappear for the rest of the summer, and we will be just fine. So let's get those working in there. And over here as well, we want to go back through, and you can go. Accept. And then this one here, the last one, fertilized, another round of tomato seedlings, autofill, and I've overdone it with the tomato seedlings, just a little bit. That's alright. We'll cope. We will cope with it. And strawberries planting in progress on that one. So yeah, all of them are done. We've got all of these fields now done. This one over here, soil moisture is down a bit. Soil fertility. We want to work on soil fertility on here. So we're going to choose, and we're going to go for liquid manure, and we're going to use up 1,000 kilos of that. So we're going to autofill. Ellis Burke is going to come and spray slurry all over that field so that it is ready for planting. And then we've got that one up there that I need to cultivate. So I want to go machines, autofill, and Madison Shepherd will get to work on that one. That field is now done. This one needs an anti-fungus sprayed onto it so that we've got the strawberries all looking good. So I'll fill that one. Harvey Curtis is going to go and do that job. And then this field down here, this one also needs a bit of fertilizing. So if I've got a machine to do this, I will have some manure in there because we're using our slurry spreader already. And I'll autofill. Yes, I do. I've got Carl. I've got a tractor. Everything is good. There we go. They can get to work on there. And the lag has stopped. Because the ploughing has stopped, the lag has stopped. Which is good. This is what we want. So we need to get these fields here. Another 2,300 kilos of tomatoes have been harvested. So let's get some manure spreading on these fields here. I want to get these planted as soon as possible. We're going to do buckwheat and colza on them again. And then we should, in theory, be able to just fill that one up there. We should be able to really profit from all this honey that we've got up here. All this honey, all these bees that we've got up here. So all of those bees, I'm hoping, are really going to help. Let me slow that down a bit because we've got a whole load of greenhouses that we now need to start harvesting. So we will go to here and go there, autofill, accept. And then go to the next one. There, like that. And this one. There. And that one. It's a shame you can't, like, set an auto harvest. That is all the harvesting that I can do. I've got one of my tractor drivers busy working on a harvest job at the moment. Which is, it's not great. That's not an ideal situation to be in. Let's speed this. I'll tell you what. No, let's just slow it down again. And we'll go down to here. And then I will hire some more people. Just very quickly there. See, right there, Isabel Stevens. That's going to be perfect. She'll go up there for now. We'll remember that she's there, and we'll have to try and move her. well, I say that we'll remember she's there. We won't actually remember that she's there. We'll forget she's there, and then we'll go and hire someone else. And then much, much later on, we'll remember she's there, and we decide just to let her go anyway because she's not doing anything useful. That's probably what's going to happen. That would probably be a more accurate description of what is going to happen in regards to our new employee there. Right, we've got that one, and finally, we've got this one here, autofill. There we go. So we've got another 6 people. And all of those are now being harvested. So in here, we've got the tomato juice is busy going really well. We got 1,900 litres of units. The 2,300. We've got frozen strawberries in there. This one has got nothing. This one here has got nothing. Okay, so we got nothing in all of... Oh, I got another one. There we go. We're going to be doing this... Oh, okay. Let me get some more employees. It would be better if I had other employees here. That would be a better way of doing this. Let me just ignore all of that for a minute. I want to grab some people from here, 4 or 5, and you, and Georgia, and Sophia, and anybody else? Joshua, and Mason, and Freya. Who else? Thomas, Paige, and Jude. Oh, and Alice. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we got a load of people here now. Go to there and autofill, accept. You're busy working. So these 3 fields here, that one is done. This one is almost done now. Just a little bit left and that one will be finished as well. This field over here is almost fertilized, so that is almost ready. And this field over here is in the middle of being done. We've got cultivating going on over here. This field here could do with being cultivated as well, so let me get that one going with a cultivator. And then I want a couple fields being ploughed up here. We're running on into spring now. Let's slow that down again. Yes, I'm quite sure. So machine, autofill, Elizabeth Armstrong's going to go there, and then I'm going to get another field being ploughed. I don't have a tractor or a tractor driver. That's not very good. Okay, so we've run out of tractors for a minute, so let's get some more strawberries being picked. There we go. And go to you as well, and you can pick some strawberries. We've got another 3 people there picking strawberries. We should have mounted with 319 strawberries harvested. We should have loads of them coming in now. Eventually. They'll get here eventually. Tomato... Oh, that was the other thing. We want to find out about tomato juice and sort of see what the... So let's go to trade... No, not trade. Overview of warehouses. Apple juice, we got 400 units of apple juice. I don't have any apples. The tomato seedlings, I want to sell those. I don't want to keep any more tomato seedlings. Oh, and was I going to put tomatoes on there, or was I going to go for something different? We were going to go for a cucumber field, but I can't remember if I was going to go tomatoes out in the field as well. I think I was going to go for cucumbers and pumpkins rather than tomatoes. So let's... Yeah, I got a load of tomatoes. Right, how long do the tomatoes keep? 16th to the 5th. That's only a month. There's not very long. We're going to have to think about selling some of those. I'm not quite sure when and how we're going to sell them, though. That's a difficult decision. Buckwheat. I think we can feed that to the chickens. Right, the apple juice right there. That's 7.4. Let's just auto-trade the 400 units that we've got. We haven't got a great deal there, but it's fine. So, frozen strawberries. Now, we've got 500 kilos of frozen strawberries. They are down to 20. Now, we can get nearly 30 in November, so we want to keep hold of those. The sheep's wool here is at 15. That's pretty good, so we'll sell those. And then we got a load of wheat flour and so on and so forth. The raspberry bushes, we can sell all of those. They're no good to us anymore. And so, same with the tomato seedlings. Get rid of those. And strawberry seedlings, get rid of those. I think that's most of it. I don't think there's anything else that we want to sell just yet. Although I am thinking of buying in some apples and then just making apple juice from apples that we buy in. I mean, how much do these cost? There's like 1.2 each. We have a look here. 200 kilos of apples makes 200 units of apple juice. A kilo of apples costs 1, and we sell them for 7. And it does take 5 employees, which... but yeah, I'd say that's actually probably worth it. Actually, probably. Yeah. It's a technical term, that is. Now, have we not got any tomatoes left? We had a load of tomatoes kicking around. Let's go back into here a minute, and we want to go to overview of warehouses there. So I've got the tomato juice. This one. Oh, just click on it, and it doesn't actually go straight to the unit that you want. So there. Oh, 4. Right. No, there's not tomato juice that I wanted to look for. It was, I want to go to the market, and I need to go to apple juice, don't I? Apples there are, well, they're 1.5 at the moment, but you get the rough idea. And then if we scroll on down, there's the apple juice right there. Apple juice is up here at like 7, so I think it's worth buying in some apples. We'll do that. I mean, the pigs would use apples anyway, so if I buy in, say, 5,000 units of apples, is that going to be enough? Is it going to be too much? Let's go 2,500 units to start with. It's only 3.5 grand. It doesn't cost very much. And we'll be able to use them up. So some of them will be used over here, and some of them will be able to be used for the pigs, which I think would be a good thing. I'm going to change that just yet. So I've got 2 more that I can harvest, and then we need to get the cherry orchard being planted. So let's just get that one going, and then get that one going as well. Like that. I do still have a cold and a sore throat and a cough and so on, and it's not great. So, look, that is causing a bit of lag. It's the ploughing. It is definitely the ploughing that is causing the lag issues, isn't it? It doesn't seem to be anything else that's causing it, just the lag, just the ploughing. Right, choose, and we want a cherry orchard over here, so we need cherry saplings. I need to buy 265 units for that field there, and then over here, do I want another orchard right next to this one? Or am I going to build orchards elsewhere later? Cherries, apples. We got tomatoes. We've got apples. It's being bought. I don't think we will build another orchard just yet. And then in here, we'll also have the cherries that we can deal with. And raspberries are only off of the field. We're not able to do anything else with raspberries at the moment, which is a little bit of a shame. We'll ignore those. So what am I going to do in this field? What am I going to plant in this field? Not cucumber. We're going to do cucumbers. Actually, no, we'll do cucumbers down here. We'll do them in this one this time. So if I go there, I want to buy another 19.31 kilos. And this field here, we're going, well, we need to fertilize this field for... Really? This one is ready to harvest already? It's got the thing up, ready for harvest. That is a very early harvest. That is extremely early. I want to get some soil moisture going on that one there. So if I autofill that one a minute with Ellis, he can go and do that one. So if I go over to here, and then I will autofill that one, accept. And we got tomatoes harvested. And then you here, it's not quite coming up that it's ready to harvest yet. It's thinking about it. But I'm not going to set it going yet anyway, because I'm going to wrap up this episode now. And then we will come back tomorrow. We will start harvesting that field. It's not going to let us. It doesn't want to let us harvest at the moment. But yeah, I will start doing that one up there. And then we got our greenhouses here that are going along quite nicely as well. And we can get these up and running a little bit better than they are at the moment. So we've got no raspberries in there, but they're all working on the strawberries. Furiously working on strawberries at the moment. This one in here, we've got 3,000 kilos of tomatoes there. And we should have these delivered fairly soon. So if I go back to here, they seem to be running out at the same speed. I'm sure... I would hope that they would, like, kind of change that round so this isn't, like, this slider here, it's not just on that. But I'm thinking that the apples, I want to take above... Oh, no. Apples, I want to take above 200. Like that. Press enter. There. Take above 200 kilos because I want to keep some of it for the pigs up here. The pigs also eat apples. So we got 297 kilos there for the pigs. And I don't think they would take it out of the pigs. They're not going to, like, go and take the take the apples out of the pig's mouth and say, no, actually, I want that. So I can't imagine that's going to happen. Well, the other thing that we wanted to do was we wanted to go into the trade right here. And I want to go to overview of warehouse. So the tomato juice, 24th of the 1st, 2023. It's not great. I think we'll just auto-sell all the tomato juice that comes out because it's not got a huge shelf life on it. I think it'd just be easier if we auto-trade that one. So we go to here, and we will set that as an auto-trade. Corn flour. We got 2.5 tons of corn flour now. Let's scroll down through. Where are you? Tomato juice. Right. Tomatoes there. So tomato juice, I'm going to auto-trade that one, just like that. And it will just automatically sell everything that is ready to sell. I am going to go to the market, and I'm going to sell that 2,200 units first. I'm just curious how much we're going to get for it, unless it's already automatically sold. So we go to here, and 9 grand. Okay, we get 9 grand for that. That's not too bad. That's not too shabby. Now this is available to harvest, but we're not going to do that today. We will carry on with that tomorrow. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. Hopefully tomorrow we won't have quite so many technical difficulties. At least we've figured out what was causing those little bits of lag. As it doesn't like the ploughing for some reason. I don't know why, but we just kind of need to... So once the ploughing is done, we shouldn't have any of those kind of issues coming up. And we should be able to just power on through it without any problems whatsoever. If I'm building an orchard down here, I'm going to need to... Well, actually, I don't know. I was wondering about building an apple orchard next to it over here, but at the moment, I'm not sure. And I'm also thinking cucumbers and pumpkins down here, but maybe we should grow... I think we got enough tomatoes coming in from the greenhouses. We did get quite a lot there. We'll see. We'll see. I would like to start being able to expand the animals soon, but we've got to go through a bit of training for that first. Anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.